Don't make sense to you, does it, old son?
Huh?
What if I can show you the world does make sense? See it, Jamie. See it.
The story of Heartless is about a young man called Jamie who is born with a disfiguring birthmark on his face, and he's a photographer. And one night he goes out to take photographs, or early one morning he goes out to take photographs, and he begins to realise that there are demons, real demons, on the streets of East London.
We sort of find him at a time when he's very vulnerable and very afraid, and he starts to, you know, see these sort of demonic creatures and these kind of hooded gang youths that are sort of hanging around the streets of London.
The basic story of the film is his descent into discovering the meaning behind these demons.
Oh, you live there? That makes me your new neighbour. Andy, mates call me AJ.
Yeah, AJ is just a guy who kind of is a neighbour of Jim's character, and basically is a kind of happy-go-lucky guy that used to be involved in things he shouldn't have been involved with, and basically tries to school Jim's character on the fact that there are things out there that we don't understand, and you know, and he should be wary about what he gets involved with.
Now, my job is to make sure that the element of chaos that you contribute doesn't clash with any other elements of chaos in your area. And it also helps to keep your particular contribution unique and distinctive. One brutal murder. Just one, as I said.
I was born about 2 streets away from where Philip lived, and as a youngster we all knew about Philip, and his books are fantastic, and he's an artist, and we're very proud of him, and I knew when I became an actor and started my career that one day I'd like to work with him.
For the first time it's my chance to actually shoot in the East End of London, which I've wanted to do for years and years and years.
I mean, Phil knows the East End like the back of his hand, and before we started filming he would take me around and we'd walk around sort of the back parts of Bethnal Green, and you know, and you realise how little, well for me anyway, how little of the East End I sort of know. But you know, it had to be filmed there. The energy of those people, and you know, the threat in certain areas that we were filming in was all part there, and was all there in the film, you know.
Philip often describes the East End as being epic, and that's what I think he made in this film. He made the East End epic.
He's expecting you. Papa B.
Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and don't expect anything and expect the unexpected.
The horror film is part of my blood. I mean, I grew up reading horror books. It was the first kind of genre that I ever read. I think I've quoted horror films in almost everything that I've done. And to come out and make an out-and-out horror film now, for the audience that I think will get it and understand it, I mean, I think that's terrific.